You know, as a fellow LTM, I've got to give Wando a second chance, man. Yes, he is an autist. Yes, he's a bit fucking crazy. Yes, the clips of him with clavicular are fucking odd, to say the least. But you know what? I've heard out his side of the story. And yeah, I don't think he was being a creepy pervert in retrospect. Obviously, you can't even blame me for assuming it when even he himself watched his own stream and had to turn it fucking off because he was fucking freaking himself out. But regardless, I said it in my last video about him, I can see exactly how even someone like me could potentially end up in that situation. Not from any sort of actual want to be a freak, but just out of insecurity, being off my head on drugs and just trying to make a viral moment without thinking, and it coming across in the worst way. But yeah, honestly, Wando bro, I don't think you'll be watching this, especially after some of the mean comments I've left on your videos. But to be fair, you're not even that bad looking. I'm just gonna say, you just wear the fucking most L fits I've ever seen in my life. You dress like a kid's parent dressed in from a charity shop with hand-me-downs. It's like, bro, you're tall, you've got decent eyebrows, you've got good skin and good hair, you've just got a slightly recessed jaw. Like, you could, I don't know if you can grow a beard. I'd grow a beard for now. Maybe get some piercings, niche marks and shit, work on your style. I reckon you'd be doing quite alright, to be fair, though I understand why you're probably aware of that yourself but choose not to do it. Your whole marketing thing's being LTM for now to gain virality, whatever. And yeah, it's fair play if you want to embrace that and let that take you to places of fame and fortune and then capitalise on it with the Le Fortune. Who am I to fucking judge as a fellow chopped individual? But yeah, my advice to you, bro, would just be to stay away from all the fucking drugs. That's one of clavicular's worst things. Honestly, if you're going to do anything, a tiny bit of pre-gab on the night out, one dose, maybe a second redose, like halfway through the night, but I wouldn't even advise that. I'd personally advise you, honestly, probably just have a couple of drinks of alcohol, and that's it. A drink or two, or just a pre-gab. Fucking, I can tell you're a smart dude. I can tell from the way you speak, especially when you're sober. I know you're just more neurotic and in your head. Honestly, I'd say if I were to really be objective with things, I'd actually I'd be willing to put money on the fact that clavicular is more neurodivergent than you are. It's just, he's a trained autist who's learnt to mimic being neurotypical essentially, whereas you're a bit more far gone. But you've got charisma, bro. You can go back, just think about it, your first fucking video, you're getting all these big influencers fucking following you. You know how to market yourself. You just need to go easy on the drugs, just because people tell you to use them with authority. You know, clavicular's 19, he's never even had a natural puberty, and he can't even produce his own testosterone. Yeah, I get it, maybe he can look a bit more jacked, but it's all about the face anyway. Guy looks like he's 25 when he's 19. What's he gonna look like when he's 25? Is he gonna look 35? You know what I mean? Things like that. Drugs aren't always the answer, and I say this is a former druggo, Xanax addict, fucking pillhead. Trust me, bro, it's not the way. But yeah, I'm willing to give Wando a second chance. He made some good points in his counters. He was plugged into a microphone, and if he really ran up to a woman and sniffed her, I'm sure we would have heard him sniff. Given that we could hear him talking off camera, it was clearly too fucked up to even mute his mic, even if he wanted to. So I don't think that's the thing. I don't think it was a sexual thing in retrospect. I do still stand by the fact that it's fucking weird, and you're running up to a random fucking woman and basically harassing them on a night out. Doesn't matter if they don't know what you did, you're still making a mockery of them. That's a mother to some people, and it's just disrespectful, and it's an L take. But I don't think it should be your ultimate downfall. I think it should just be a big mistake where you learn from it. On the night out, everyone was drunk and emotions were high, people were stressed, people just wanted to get you off because they didn't even really see what happened. It's better just to fucking assume it was the worst and kick you out rather than to assume it wasn't too bad and keep you in, and then it turns out it was fucking bad and they all got cancelled. really, if anything, maybe they'll be more self-preserving than chivalrous or whatever the word is. But you know, I understand it all, bruh. I just don't want you to fucking think this is the end, because I can see a world where you get big, and yeah, I'd rather be in that world where you're a more well-rounded individual, whether you Looksmaxx or not. I think you just do better to be off the drugs. I understand wanting to lower your inhibition, so maybe just booze max. Obviously booze isn't ideal, but fuck it, you can have a drink or two and it's more reasonable. It's easier to manage, especially new experimental drugs that you're not used to. If you dabbled in things like pre-gab and phenibut before, then it's fair play. But you shouldn't be experimenting with these things for the first time, especially on nights out, you know, in the hopes that it saves you. Because it won't. You've literally got charisma, you're tall. If you dressed yourself better, styled yourself better, maybe grew out your hair and facial hair, maybe even got a few gay little piercings, fucking niche marks, I genuinely think you'd be doing good. Honestly, if I think about it, I can think of several women who'd be into you if you just dressed a bit more masculine. If you had a little black teardrop tattoo or something fucking scary, you'd be slaying, bruh. But yeah, the thought too would definitely help as well, but it's not necessary. You've got the charisma, you've got the brains, you just fucked up on drugs and you're riddled with insecurity, as is typical for an LTN. You know, I can relate, so no judgment at all. But yeah, wish you well, bro.